All right, y'all. It's big dick and little dick.
And it's your job to decide which one is which.
All right.
First episode, first podcast ever. So, we're new to this, so we don't know anything about anything. We don't know what to talk about exactly. But we got special juice. And we got shit.
Don't worry. Just lift it up.
I'm trying. There you go. We got Chips Ahoy. So,
Our
I guess
first
the
topic.
first topic would be Chips Ahoy or Oreos.
I feel like a Chips Ahoy is so much more better.
It goes better with milk. You know
But
what I
like,
mean? But I think it's because I started with Oreos. I never had Chips Ahoy until I got older.
what?
For real.
You lie.
Only Oreos the whole time.
Why?
I don't know.
Nightmare like regular chocolate chip cookies.
No, not even. Just had Oreos in my house.
Damn.
Sounds so big right now. So much chocolate.
No, but like I feel like the Oreos when you eat too much of it, you get tired of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I bought the minis. Only come in
The
little
mini
cups.
ones,
Yeah.
the little ones.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's too much chocolate, cause then you got like chocolate, and then you got the frosting, which is like a
But
lot
I'm
more
a chocolate
sugar.
fanatic though, so I could care less about the chocolate.
Nah, but like I feel like, how you say it? Oreos are like overhyped, like they're too overhyped. I feel like Chips Ahoy aren't hype enough.
That's what I mean though. That's why
And I
now
feel like you get a lot more like if you look at it, you get a lot more chocolate chip cookies compared to Oreos.
I don't know because Chips Ahoy got 2 columns. Oreo got 3 columns.
Yeah, but then the Oreos are a lot more thicker and smaller. They're like half the
that's true, I
size
guess.
of
Yeah,
this.
You're right about that. But yeah, so now I prefer Chips Ahoy over the Oreos any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to open this shit, won't let me. Speaking of Oreos, fat bitches.
What
What is your opinion on them?
My opinion on fat bitches. I feel like nowadays they're just too confident. They just think
I want to say
they're healthy. They honestly think they're already healthy, and they're like super overweight. And I feel like somebody should like actually humble them, just because I feel like, how do you say it?
I'd say they're over glorified. Like nowadays, people think it's okay to be that big.
Yeah, honestly, like
Like
it's
I know
okay to
I'm
be
big. I know I'm big, but I don't want to be this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bulking.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
I'm not
And
doing-
there's a lot of like
There's
downsides
levels
to being
it,
big.
too. 100%.
And there's a bunch, yeah, like you're saying, there's hella levels to being fat. There's like,
The number one big one, you ugly. Second of all, it's very unhealthy. You won't die.
Yep.
Like die by the age of 25. Type shit.
and they got too much confidence too. I feel like a fat girl will wear like a skinny girl bikini and be like, yo, I still look good. Like, no, bro, no, take that shit off. Especially that, oh, I shouldn't say that. That one, the transgender fat girl guy, she, they, whatever.
Oh, the
one
big
that's
one.
the really big one. They think like they all that.
Yeah. They got shut up, bruh. We need to bring bullying back.
Bro, when bullying was a thing, it
I
was
think
more like,
the world was a lot better at peace.
yeah, it
Bring
was more
people
like,
up here, down here, back to our level.
exactly. And I
It
feel
was
like
needed. It was
when you
needed.
got bullied, it was like
a
you
wake-up
put in your
call.
place. You get put in your place.
And
Where,
they
you
would
know,
do,
like,
it's a wake up call. You'd be like, I gotta be better than that.
yeah, and it was more of a like a triangle where like the bullies were like on top, and the normal people were like at the bottom, and then you were like humble, so like you didn't think too much of yourself. So like you weren't like, hey, I'm the best, I'm better than everybody.
Yeah, but
type
nowadays, being normal, I'd say, is like being like nerdy and uncool and all that shit. And like,
Oh
being,
yeah, definitely.
and being into what's it called, like for example, like furries and shit. That's like top tier right now. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't for certain people's rights, then you gotta go down.
Yeah. Mm. Them cookies are dry, I'm not gonna lie.
I pretty like them. Okay.
It's not that bad. Damn.
You got Sprite too. You can mix them into.
Ooh. Scar Garnier. fuck? Sprite cracker.
All right.
What's another topic?
I'm gonna go back to the notes because we're amateurs at this, so please don't not judge us.
I feel like one big thing is like motivation. I feel like this generation, a lot of people aren't motivated like me. They lose motivation quick.
I wouldn't say it's more of a motivation thing. I think it's more of a time management thing.
Not even. I feel like.
Because if you have the time to do it, then you should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying like motivation, because there are people that have the time to do anything, but they just don't use the time.
Right.
They just like sit home and just like look through TikTok and shit.
Right.
Like what I did before doing this.
Right. But I don't think. What's it called? You should depend on motivation. You know what I'm saying? You should just. It should just be part of your schedule. Like most of the time, when I go to the gym, I get out of work. I'm like, I don't even feel like going to the gym, but I just go anyway. I just fight through it.
Like it's more mandatory for you.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
the thing is also
a part
like
of
the
me
gym.
now. If I don't go to the gym, I feel like I didn't do shit the whole day.
You feel unsuccessful.
In a sense, yeah.
And I feel like when you do go to gym, or like when you don't go to the gym, it's harder to keep muscle. Way harder to keep muscle. Like you'll lose it in maybe like a span of a month or two, depending on like your body or like what you do during the day. I feel like you'll lose it quick.
Yeah, it's because people don't see results like that quick. People expect to see results like one weekend. Like nah, man.
Not even like a month. Still,
exactly.
even with
even
the
a month in, you
month.
still have no progress.
I mean, when I started out, I was scrawny. I was a scrawny little ass
You got
dude.
bigger over the time. And the thing is, you think going into the gym, okay, I'm gonna be healthier, I'm gonna look better. But now you just mentally, you're just like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. You got hella body dysmorphia, way more than you had before you get into the gym. Like people say I'm big now, but when I look in the mirror, I'm like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Like Sam Sulek.
Right, man's huge, and he wants to get bigger. I mean, respect, but still, man.
I feel like there's a point where it's too big.
No, 100%. Like Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, those big motherfuckers.
Yeah, cause it's like it's to the point where like you're
Don't
so
get me wrong,
big.
it's really inspiring and really cool, but to the point like me myself, I don't want to get that big.
That big, yeah. It's like to the point where like it doesn't even look good anymore.
Right. Have you seen the motherfuckers wear suits, bro? They're like Roblox characters.
Yo, they're just like their shoulders are just so broad. It's just like
It just
they
feels
look like a
everything.
square.
Yeah, exactly.
They look like a
It's
square.
hilarious.
And that's what's like funny about it. But I mean, still at the end of the day, they have the motivation to keep on going to the gym while they're already big.
Right.
And it's like I feel like that's what
'Cause
inspire a lot of
I
people.
mean, that's their job now. Like, once you hit into bodybuilding, that's your whole job now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the top for Mr. Olympia, I think at least, I think the top, if you get first place, the cash prize is like $50K. Of course, not that much considering how much effort and time and money you put into the sport. But like, I guess, I mean, you get hella sponsors too, and it helps you grow your business and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, C-Bum before he even hit his first Olympia, he had nothing, and now he has, what's it called? He has his own pre-workout. He has his own gym clothing. He's building his own gym now, own YouTube channel. He's growing a lot.
I feel like that's what a lot of they're not even like bodybuilders. They're like they get to a point where they just feel like they should start marketing everything.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
they make their own gym and shit.
I
like
mean,
that.
you got to make a living somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to making money.
All right, next topic.
Next topic. All right,
Mental health. Society, I feel like. Society is a good one. Because it's like,
there's a lot of societal pressure.
there's a lot of like, there's topics underneath society where it's like unmotivation, depression. Shit, back then I was never depressed. I had cookies. Like what I'm eating right now.
Yeah, but now we have alcohol. Drink your problems away. Works
Yup.
every time.
Yup. Maybe that's what's in our magical juice right now. But what's a good topic?
No, but depression is a it's okay topic. Me personally, I always grew up and I was raised not to believe in it because
What, depression?
Cause I was never in a situation, even if when I was down bad,
Mm-hmm.
I was never like, I knew my life sucked at one point, but I wasn't like, I wasn't in that mentality like, oh, everything sucks now. I'm like, nah, it's cool. I'm gonna get out of this one day.
Oh, like it's like a dip.
Yeah,
Like
just a dip. It'll pass. I was never like dwelling on it.
Mm. But I feel like nowadays it's just like they drag themselves down just for like something that's small.
Yeah, that's true. And now, especially now, I think, cause it has a lot to do with music too. Cause nowadays music, people be talking about being sad and depressed and shit. It became more of a trend now. Like it's cool and hip to be depressed. And
To be
like I ain't gonna lie, I fucks with Juice WRLD, but like,
bro, his music
man
was just all
so
depressing. Yeah.
I liked it, but like I wasn't feeling depressed.
And even Logic, remember when he came out
Yeah,
that one song?
That song was banging, but I didn't like the message. The message was very sad.
Yeah, the message was
It was a good
a
song.
lot.
But yeah, it came to the point where a lot of people just wanted a reason to be depressed.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it like, I have no reason to be depressed. I got food, I got water, I got clothes on my back, I got a roof under my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's different stages where like people have like trauma in their life.
Oh yeah, that's different.
And then that's when they get
totally
depressed.
different. I'm talking about the people that just like, for example, they wanted their glass half full and they got it half empty. Like, oh man, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
That type shit.
Like they get depressed over little stuff.
Yeah, they ain't get an A on their test, so their whole life crumbles. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. And
Trauma's
like,
a whole lot different. Trauma's a whole lot different.
or like even if it's something they don't achieve, they just get depressed and they're just like,
Right.
oh, I quit on everything.
Exactly,
Like, I'm gonna
that's
stop.
what I mean. Exactly.
Like just because you fail doesn't mean you gotta like stop. Maybe take a step back, focus, and then
reflect
go
shit.
again.
Yeah.
Like just reflect what you did.
Yeah. All right, what we got next? We got
Our perspective of people. That one popped up as soon as I saw it.
okay.
It came up to me.
Our perception of people. What do you mean by that?
I don't
People in
even
general,
know.
or
It's
just like by their appearance, or by how they act?
I feel like appearance and actions are like a big thing. I feel like with
Oh,
people
the
that have
first
like a
ones they
big ego, people that have really big egos,
Yeah.
they just like they like to bring others down, but then I feel like they got their own situation going on, so they don't want to like, how do you say it? They don't want to face their problems first, so then they go.
So they point out other people.
Yeah, they point out other people's problems.
I get that. Yeah.
So like say I don't even know. Just like say you're good at something, they'll try to make it so like it seems like you're bad at something.
Right.
Like say you're good at what's a good example? Fuck, I don't even know what a good example is. Like just any category, just say like, oh, you're good at playing video games. Oh, you're a fucking nerd. All you do is just play video games. You're a loser.
That's a good. Yeah.
And it's like then you look at it and you're like, oh, I'm never gonna make a living out of it.
And then you
and
see
then-
people actually do make a living.
Yeah, then you see people that
Like
actually do make a
Ninja
living.
make millions, man.
Bro, that man makes bank.
Crazy.
I just feel like you gotta take your own time. You shouldn't
I
be
guess you
rushing
took
shit.
it to a more deeper level. I was thinking more of like dating wise, like
Oh
how
yeah.
a lot of people be saying, "Oh, looks don't matter. It's all about personality." Nah, man. The
Yo,
first thing that you
that's
see on a
big thing.
person is facial,
Yeah.
whole body. So that's obviously a number one attracted to you in
Yeah.
the first place. Now their personalities as, then you could either stay or leave.
Yeah.
But
It's always your decision.
but the physical is what attracted you first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was, when I hear girls, especially girls, say, "Oh, my personality is the number one for me." That's you're capping. You're capping. You're capping.
I mean, just like what we were talking about earlier with like fat girls or like fat dudes.
right.
It's like
It's all about
alright,
appearance.
It's all about appearance. It's like no
Like,
matter
that
what,
girl-
imagine one day.
that big ass girl could be like the one for me, like personality wise, value wise, morality wise. But I'm not gonna go near her because how big she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel so bad, but it's the truth. Like I know right now, like I'm pretty big myself. I know for a fact I'm not.
But I feel
The
like there's
first
a
on the
big
list, on the
difference.
girls- on the
There's
girls'
a big
list.
difference between like a big girl and a big dude. Like, I feel like a big dude, how do you say it? They can use it to their advantage of like, getting bigger. And then for girls, it's like they always want to look slim, so it's harder for them to like.
I guess you're right on that point. But then again, you see if let's take Lizzo for example, right? Biggest head, right? But people saying
Her body's perfect.
her body's perfect, and people should accept her for who she is. But let's say a guy same size as Lizzo, they're gonna be like, oh no, he ugly, he fake, gotta lose weight.
Yeah.
There's a big ass.
There's a big ass gap
It's a big ass
in between
gap.
the two.
Yeah,
I feel like
why
girls.
are we glorifying her but not glorifying my man's over here? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
feel like girls, they try to make another girl feel better instead of telling them the truth. So like
I
when
think,
a
I think
guy,
it's more of a like a game. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say a girl could be fat, right? And she could, and her friend be like, "Oh, you look good. You should stay the way you are to neutralize the threat." You know what I'm saying? So that way she could look better herself
yeah,
compared to her.
yeah.
Instead of be like, "Hey man, you gotta lose weight sometimes." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I feel
I
like
think it's more
with
of
guys, I know it's harsh when they say shit like, "Oh,
Oh,
like
but
how you say to me,
because you
oh,
feel
you're
it, because
you're
it's real.
skinny, shit like that." But then you
But
look at it,
it comes from the place from the heart because you
Yeah.
care for the person. You want them to do better.
yeah. And then for girls, I feel like it doesn't come from their heart. They just say it to say
Yeah,
it.
just to say it.
Like they'll be like, "Oh, you're so pretty," and they'll be like, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but it'll be like, "Oh, girl."
Yeah, like my first be like, damn.
Yo, blockhead. Put your head.
My friends be saying like, yeah, you big as hell, man. You fat. I'm like, yeah. I mean, for I be like sometimes like, yeah, you right. I'm pretty big, but like I know it comes from a place of heart because they don't want me to get even bigger, and I know I'm gonna cut down. I'm gonna cut down. Watch this summer gonna be crazy.
Bro, summer about to be crazy for you. You about to be looking like a gorilla.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I just feel like it's a big difference between like how girls compliment other girls and guys compliment other guys.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
100%.
When they're at a point where it's like, oh, they look healthy and stuff, they always be like, oh, you look good, stuff like that. But then when it's a point where they look like they're not healthy, you just be like, yo, like, what's good? Like,
Right. It's a
What's
wake
up?
up call. Like, hey,
Yeah,
man,
it's
you
like a
gotta wake the
wake
fuck
up
up, man. Wake the fuck up. And what's it called? It's not really on this topic, but it's similar. But I realize guys gotta do a lot more in order to actually get a girl or get her attention at least.
yeah, so like, yeah, that's a big
Because you can
thing.
be good looking and everything, but if you have no game or no shit to like hop
How to
on,
talk to a girl,
like,
yeah.
it's done. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But same thing go for a girl. A girl can be all fine, but if you really see how these girls are, they have no game
Yep.
at all. It's always the guy trying to do something first.
Yeah, and it's always like they expect the guy to always do something first, and then they always try to be like, they try to act like a guy, like they try to do guy things.
Like-
Not like, you know how like a guy, you know, like takes care of himself, but like just they act like a guy emotionally, like they try to, how do you say it? They don't try to show themselves.
Be nonchalant.
Yeah, they try to be nonchalant, and then that's
Yeah.
what a guy doesn't want. They want a girl that's like actually open and like down to talk. to
Like
them.
I understand like gender roles and shit. I understand that. I understand the guy's supposed to provide and all that shit. I get that, but like you could at least take a little initiative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Like
just
you don't have to
give a
pay
little
for the
bit.
bill, but you could at least like
I'll leave a
ask
tip. Or yeah, like
or
ask.
leave the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Just be like, oh, I know, like you
Like
want to
even if you have
me
no
out.
intention of paying, you could be like, I could pay if you want, and if the guy really likes you, be like, no, I got, it. Don't worry about it. But the fact that you actually asked to pay,
It's like a
that's
big
gonna
difference.
stay in his head.
Or like maybe like they go out to eat, and then she's like, oh, I'll pay next time, or like I'll got you next time. That's like something too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like, how do you even say it? Shit, I don't even know how to say it. It shouldn't be like something. It should be something that. How do you say
It
it?
should come naturally.
Yeah,
You
that
shouldn't
should
ask
come
for it?
naturally. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to ask. You shouldn't be just asking for it or begging for it. Like, oh, I hope she pays for the bill or like something like that. Or
Mhm.
maybe she like at least says something.
Right.
Or like even like just a simple like thank you or a good gesture. Just like
Right. Don't be a
say
dick, right? Don't be a dick.
like say something's coming up or like oh we're gonna go out to eat and she buys you like a little gift before y'all go out to eat. Like that's
like
also
little
something.
shit, little
Like,
shit like that.
just even like the littlest thing ever.
Because we
was
honestly,
a
we don't
big
really
way.
get much besides like attention, maybe.
Yeah.
Even that, but like small gifts. Oh, I got you some Skittles. I thought about you.
Yeah.
Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Little
I
shit.
feel like they expect guys to buy them whatever they want. I feel like the girls should also do like the same
I
thing.
mean, it's been
where
that way
like-
for
forever. Yeah, for years now. But like, since girls want to
Yeah,
have the
no,
same
like,
mentality as guys, I
see,
feel
the
like
thing
they
is,
should
like,
do the same thing.
I don't mind that they expect it, right? But the thing is, like, they expect it too much and don't give anything in return. You know what I mean? That's what I don't fucks with. Like, I give you my all, and you be like, nah, I'm cool.
That's another big thing. Like,
that's what I mean.
Like, I just feel like girls take guys for granted now. Like, and I feel like they have a lot more options when like a guy tries to get with a girl. Like, I feel like it's easier for them to.
It's
like,
a lot easier for a girl to get with a guy than a guy to get with a girl.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I feel like the girl just tries to go for the guy that's like how lions are, the bigger one, like the leader, is basically the same thing with guys. Like, they try to find a guy that's like on top of the pyramid instead of somebody that's at the bottom. But then it's always like the guy that's at the bottom is the one that actually cares and shit.
Yeah.
Hell.
You going really deep on these shits, man. Trying to lighten this conversation up.
All right, yeah. All right, we should go to like the next topic. What's another one? I like wise change hard.
Where you see that at? Oh, wise
Right
change
there,
heart?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then,
I feel like it's like when people get stuck on doing one thing day to day, it's like they get comfortable with it and they don't want to change anything. Like, they don't, like, say for me, like, for an example, like when I went on my trip, like for school, it was so good to get out of that loop where you just wake up, go to work, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to sleep, wake up, go to work.
Of course, you was nervous, you was scared type shit to go even out there.
Yeah.
But then again, it was like a relief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's
get
like
way too comfortable with their surroundings and don't know what else to do outside of that.
Yeah, and that's like a big thing too, because it's like a lot of people, I feel like, just get stuck on doing the same thing over and over again. Like, they never want to change anything. Like, how do you even explain it? Like, they're just stuck in a loop and they don't mind it. I feel like you should always have change.
It, but they're too scared to
do anything about it. Yeah.
Because then again, you could risk a lot by changing, but then again, you could also risk a lot and go for the better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, like, imagine, like, you only live for a specific amount of time, so it's like you always want to even change. Like, you always want to change. You don't want to.
It don't gotta be big things right away. It could be small things. Like, for example, if you eat cereal every day, you could change it up. Maybe
you can sell some eggs or
make some eggs.
Like, even treat yourself.
Or some pancakes once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Or waffles.
You do little things, and then you could progress. If you never started going to the gym, go once a week, twice a week, three times a week, 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I just feel like change is just like a big thing about people now. It's like people just want to keep doing the same thing, or like I feel like they just don't mind it anymore. Especially like how we were talking about like the gym motivation. I feel like people don't want to make that change where they want to go to the gym or like they want to just keep on going.
Right.
For me, I mean, I stopped going because I had to actually get financially stable again from working. And then after that, I mean, I started going to the gym again. But it took me a while, so I was like, damn, when I went back for the first day, it was just like, you could see everything that you lost.
Lost all games.
I mean, I wouldn't say all. I just feel like I can't, no. I just feel like I can't, how do you say it? I can't keep up anymore. Like, I was able to keep up, like, stamina-wise.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you was right, yeah.
But yeah, what's another big topic? I mean, still, like, just, like, relationships, too.
Well, you can't talk about me. You can't talk to me about that shit. I only had one girlfriend my whole life.
That's crazy. One is crazy, but good at the same time. Like, people will be like, oh, you only have one girlfriend, but think about it at the end of the day, like.
Some people could think about it as a good thing. Like, he didn't, whatever the case may be. But again, people can see it as a red flag, like, oh, he could be this or that, some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, my first girlfriend I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade. She was in 8th grade. Yeah. And she was my team's soccer coach. No, I'm sorry. Her dad was my middle school soccer coach. Yeah, and I started dating his daughter. Yeah. Well, we became pretty cool people, like friends. We used to hang out all the time.
Do you guys still hang out?
No, not no more. But like when I was dating her, like I was supposed to see her, but then he came in. I was like, "What's up, my nigga?" Like, oh shit, can't say that. But yeah, we used to hang out and shit, talk, watch football, hockey, whatever. A lot of white people shit.
Damn.
But he was cool people. But yeah, it just didn't work out. Only 6 months in. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, losing love too. I feel like that's
I
a
guess,
big
yeah,
thing.
I guess I could feel like it would start to die out. But then again, I didn't know. I was young. It was my first.
Ah, su madre. I fucked it up. My bad.
Having technical difficulties.
Where'd it go?
It's right here.
Where the fuck?
Right here.
Oh,
There it is.
I got it. No, I don't. I lost it.
Oh no, you're right there. I see your fingers.
I see it.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Hold on. I'm trying to just like.
Yeah, try to lift it up a little bit. Oh,
Oh my god. You can still hear yourself.
okay.
It's just the
Okay. I thought we lost all of the shit we was talking about.
No, we ain't losing.
Oh, okay.
I hope not.
All right, there it
we go,
is.
There we go. Here, can I just like?
Yeah, I was just saying. I was young. I was naive.
Oh,
I
there
didn't
we
know better. I thought I was in love. Turns out it wasn't. Cause it was her idea. She texted me saying like, "Hey, I don't think this is working," and I said, "Yeah, you right. All right, my bad. Bye." And that's it. And she replied, "Wait, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
And it's
that was
like
it.
that.
That was it.
Like
That was it. So I
toxic, toxicness too.
I don't think I've ever experienced toxicness. I don't think, at least. No, one time. But I wasn't really with her. I was just fooling around with her.
That's
And she
something.
knew that. And still.
Oh, but she still tried to make it like she
Yeah.
tried to make it something serious.
Yeah, she called me one time saying, I saw a picture of you and this girl at a party. I'm like, okay. She's like, why you cheating on me? I'm like, cheating on you? We gotta be together for me to cheat on you.
Yeah.
She's like, we are together. No, we not. And even if I wasn't even doing nothing with the girl, she wanted to take a picture. I took a picture.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing of it. I never spoke to her ever again.
Yep.
But it is what it is. I didn't really trip too much about it.
But like as being a mentor of.
Oh yeah, I've seen you through hell and back, my guy.
Bro, I've been through so much.
So much, and less than what?
Like a year, I think.
Unless than the year span is crazy,
Yeah.
my guy.
Yep.
Write a whole book about your life. I mean, about your
Oh my God,
relationship
yeah.
life. Yeah.
Bro, we even talk about ourselves.
Oh right, we
Yeah.
didn't introduce ourselves.
So
My
like
fault.
we just started all this. We were just like
Woke
starting
up,
it. We just want to see where it goes. But like,
woke up, decided, hey, let's make a podcast. All right.
Yep.
See where it goes.
yep.
My name's Gabe. I'm 20 years old. Dropout. Well, not really a dropout.
What you mean a dropout? You graduated.
No, I'm talking about college.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't my choice. I got kicked out.
Damn.
You know why though?
Oh yeah. I know why.
They found out and decided.
Mhm.
And yeah, just working, chilling, doing gym shit, and now we're doing this. Hopefully it
Yep.
works.
Yep.
Make some extra
I
money.
hope so,
I
too.
need it. Yeah,
Shit.
that's me.
Damn. Well, I'm Henry. Shit, I don't even want to talk about my life. That shit is too long. Too fucking long.
Keep it short and simple, buddy.
Still going to college, doing mechanical engineering. Working.
What the fuck?
I got a kid.
That's a big one.
Yup. What else? I don't even know. My shit's just complicated. You'll learn about me little by little, through every single
Throughout the
podcast.
episode, we'll-
Not even throughout the episode, throughout like the whole podcast.
Oh yeah,
like,
not
us
this
doing
episode
it because it's
specifically,
like it's just too long,
yeah.
and I don't want to talk about like life situations right now.
Right.
It's more like
We're keeping it
our
light right now.
topics of like
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah. We'll get into it
Further down, if we
shit
still
go well.
continue doing
Right.
this.
Hopefully.
What's another thing?
We was talking about your toxicness in relationships.
Oh yeah, yo, I feel like nowadays girls are just really like they expect so much from a dude. Like they expect them to go above and beyond, but they don't do the same thing. So like the words that they say, they should be doing it too, instead of like it should be equal.
They don't want to do the bare minimum.
Yeah, it
And
shouldn't
I'm not
be-
saying it's all girls. The same thing. I'm not saying all guys do everything for the girl either.
Yep.
Some guys are pieces of shit.
Yep.
Same go with girls. Some girls are pieces of shit too. But the majority are the girls that don't even want to put in not even a third of their effort. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we talking about.
Yeah, there's just a lot of girls out there nowadays that like they want like a knight in shining armor, just pull up to their house and just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you $1 million to come live with me," type shit. Like I feel like they should be like back in the day where like people, how do you say it? When like it was just like it wasn't a standard. Like it wasn't a standard where it was like
it was just known. You know what I'm saying?
It was like the standard was just having a house and having a family, like more traditional. Now it's like
the guy's role was just be the provider and work to maintain a family.
Yeah, to maintain a family.
The woman's job was just have a family and stay in the house. That's all it was.
Yep. And now it's like
now if a girl says I want to stay in the house and have a husband, have a family, bro, done.
Yeah.
She should prosper. Of course, women should like do whatever the fuck they want, but like
at the same time, it's just like
ain't nothing wrong with staying in the house.
There's a limit. There's a limit to like what you should do. Like you shouldn't be going to a club by yourself and get mad that your man's not letting you go to the club by yourself.
I wouldn't. I would rebuttal that. I'd say it's okay to go to the club if you're single.
Yeah.
If you're with somebody and you know like. One reason guys go to the club, for me at least. I never went to the club, but I could imagine if I went to the club. That's to look at bitches, right? So look at bitches. Yep. Maybe talk to them. Maybe take one home. I don't know.
Yep.
And the girls is there to get free booze and get some attention, right?
Yep.
And maybe some sliding a little fun with the girls, but mostly it's get free shit and have hella guys on them, right?
Yep.
If you're in a relationship, you know this going in, right? And I think in a relationship, you wouldn't do anything, on purpose at least, to disrespect or humiliate your other partner, whether it's the girl or the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want them to look good. And vice versa. You want them to make you look good.
Yep.
So, I think that's what I wanted to put.
Just like with Jeffrey.
Oh, shit, Jeffrey.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's in a sticky situation. I kept telling him, leave her. He's like, no, I'm in love. It is what it is.
That's like another thing. I feel like
what's it called? Most people say they don't like toxic girls or toxic guys, but they really do. You know what I'm saying? Like some people say, be like, oh, they too clingy and all of this. They don't want me going out. But once they have a person that is not as clingy and lets them do whatever they want, they're like, well, why don't you put effort in trying to talk to me or some shit like that?
Yeah. And
so it's really never really good balance.
Yeah, that's just like with, I feel like every relationship, there's never like a really good balance in between the both, but like you just have to work your way around it.
That's the point of a relationship, you work through shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes it's not too it's not too good to like have too much similarities like in a relationship, because then it's like, oh, your other partner's just like you, and then imagine like you're not in a good state. They're not.
But then again, it could work out for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter. Like it could work out, it could not. But I feel like most times when you're like when you have like too much similarities, it's like to the point where it's just like you know them too much, where it's like you just get tired of them. Instead of like if it's somebody that is like complete opposite of you, that's where like I feel like it's more fun.
Yeah, because you're learning a lot.
Because you're like learning a lot from them.
Yeah, but it could go south either way.
Yeah.
You just gotta work your shit, you know what I'm saying? But back to the Jeffrey guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to put too much out there because this does go anywhere. I don't want him to be like, hey, man, that's kind of like my story. I don't want to.
Put like a twist to it. Put like a little twist.
I'll put a little hypothetical in there. For the record, his name is not Jeffrey. So I just want to put that out there. We're clearing his name. We don't want to put it out there. Him or his girl, we don't want to expose him.
Yep.
It's just our thoughts. Well, my thoughts.
His thoughts. I can't say anything about it because I've been through in and out of relationships. But
we'll call him Jeffrey for now. Jeff has been in this predicament for quite a while. Talking to this girl years. They haven't really been together until like this year, and that's only been like a few months. they've been official. But they've been talking on and off for years when we were still in high school. So, and off the rip, I knew guy was like dummy in love. Like he kept talking about her, wouldn't stop thinking about her. I'm like, all right, man, we get it. We in love, chill. But no, this man he was really in deep. But then he kept giving me these examples. Like he always kept starting the conversation, always kept texting first, always calling first, and she never made the first move. And I say, hey man, that's kind of a red flag. I mean, have you ever tried not texting her? I'm like, yeah, I have. How long? 2 days. And has she texted you? Nah, I always text her back first. And I'm like,
damn.
Well, that should have been strike number one, man.
Yeah.
They should have talked to her about that. She's like, oh, no, but she's busy. So are you, nigga? Like, oh, again, that shit. But so are you. You gotta, I mean, you made time to text her and get out your way to text her so she could do the same thing. But anyway, he ignored me on that one, but it's okay. But then as time kept going, they kept having arguments. But you would think an argument would be like something like, oh, you disrespected my mom, or let's say you forgot to pick me up when we agreed for you to pick me up or some shit like that. Yeah. I understand the argument for that, but little shit like, I'm not gonna say exactly what he told me, but I'd say let's say this. We in the car, we going to a drive-thru. I ask, do you want something to eat? You're like, nah, I'm okay. I ask you again, are you sure? Because there's no food at home. That's why I'm gonna buy some food for you. You're like, oh, I'm not really hungry. I'm okay. It's cool. I already ate before. I'm like, okay, cool. I buy my shit. We go home. I start eating my shit. And be like, can I have a bite of your shit? I'm like, I told you. I would have bought you a separate meal if you wanted. Like, yeah, but why you getting so mad? I ain't know, and shit like that. And small things like that.
It's like petty stuff.
Very. And the thing is, it's always her starting the argument. It's never him. And of course, my guy is very relaxed. She's not tripping about it.
Yeah.
He's not tripping. I mean, he'd give you a piece, but it's the nerve to ask for it when I asked you if you wanted some.
Yeah.
And it's little stuff like that, and it's like a pattern. It's always her starting, and always little shit. And it came to the point where she got so mad that she just told him, leave me alone. I just don't want to talk to you right now. Man said, all right, I'll leave you alone. 2-3 days passed. He hasn't texted her no nothing because he left her alone like she wanted. And then she come over here texting him saying, why you ain't text me? Why you ain't call me? Bitch, you told me to leave you alone. What is wrong with you? And of course, like my man being the simp that he is, apologized for every argument. Every single argument. And I thought that this last argument was going to be it. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be it. He was like, man, I'm telling you, bro, she's not good for you, man. You got to leave her. But, nah, that man's back at it, back in the wagon. So I can't really do too much right now. I can't even do anything, period. I'm going to be a bystander, just observe. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's like, a part of me was like, I would like to be in love, but then again, I've seen what it does to people, yeah. And I'm like, nah, that's not for me.
Yeah.
But I actually feel it deep in my soul, my bones, that I don't think I'll ever fall in love. You know, I like a bitch. I probably like her a lot, but I don't never love her to the point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, love at the end of the day. At the end of the I hear it talk. At the end of the day, it's like really tricky. Like you feel like you won't even like a girl, and then next you know she's like, she got your whole heart.
Yeah, that's never happened to me, so I don't know what to expect, but. Yeah. I
mean, even for me, it has happened to me, and I'm still at the end of the day, like, I sometimes think about her, but it's not, like, to the point where, like, I'm gonna make a shrine type shit.
Right.
It's more of a, all right, some mutual, like, well, it's not even mutual, it's just, like, one-sided, and it's just, like, it's never gonna probably happen again, but.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, at the end of the day, like, at least I spent time with her, and she took time out of her day to actually spend time with me.
Right.
And I was ugly as fuck. Yeah.
But then again, I'm not really tripping too much about it because we still young. You know what I'm saying? We got our whole lives ahead of us. I'm not really tripping right now. Right now, I'm just focused on this cut, for real. This cut gonna go crazy.
And vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a vacation one of these days.
When we going on vacation?
Shit, birthday? I don't know. We gotta figure it out. Probably,
I'll be 21 before your birthday. So
I mean, it doesn't have to be 21. We just have to get, like, we don't have to go on a cruise type shit.
No,
it
I
could
know,
just be like,
I'm just saying because we got enough money to do whatever. That's what I'm
Yeah. Like by the time it's my birthday, shit, that's like 6 months, 7 months. It's no 8 months actually.
9.
Nah, cause it's November.
Or November. Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, so like just like 7 months left. I mean, we could still do like a vacation, but like for a week,
Right.
and we could just go like somewhere. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Moral of the story: don't fall in love. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. No, you should do whatever you want. Explore. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But at least you learn something from it.
What's like another topic? Let's see. Oh, COVID-19 and TikTok.
Okay.
I feel like ever since COVID, it wasn't even like just TikTok. Ever since COVID, a lot of people changed, and not in a good way, like in a bad way.
You think about it, TikTok's been here for a minute because it was originally Musically did everything TikTok's been doing, but now they just switched that up and added more shit. So I'd say I won't say TikTok is a big play in this, but COVID 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of people start going crazy in COVID. Like for us, at first it sucked because like
we didn't get to see our friends no more.
We didn't get our senior year.
Yeah,
It
especially
was inside computers.
no prom, nothing. Nothing,
even when we did graduate, COVID was still popping.
And it was like graduation was outside instead of being
inside.
inside.
It was like separated. We couldn't really like be close to that many people all at once.
Yeah, so it wasn't even like a celebration. It was just like
places we could go.
It was just like you go in there, you get your diploma, and you just leave. That was basically it.
Yeah. Yeah, a few people stayed in for a few pictures, but after that we just left.
Yeah, and it's
like when they separate ways, never talk to each other again.
Yep.
That's what kind of sucks. That's the only thing I regret. I don't want to say regret because I didn't cause it, but like COVID really took our senior year away from us. Really
I mean,
sucked.
just life in general. It was like what, a year and a half COVID was? A year?
Probably.
Like 2 years? I don't even remember.
Almost 2 years, I say almost.
It's like
years.
all of COVID is just a blur to me. Like it
I
was
don't really
just
remember much of it, just besides
being home,
schoolwork, and the computer.
Yeah, quarantine. Just like that's literally it. Just like
having to wear these stupid ass masks everywhere. Like a mask is gonna stop it. The virus going through the fucking holes. Fuck out of here. But it is what it is.
But yeah, that shit was just crazy. Just
it was crazy.
And then now like TikTok, I feel like TikTok made people have more of That's where I feel like more people felt too confident in TikTok. Where like they just felt like they could do whatever they want.
I wouldn't say like confident. I would say it was like more of an outlet for people to express themselves.
Yeah.
But it got out of hand at some point.
Yeah.
Like you were right. It got out of hand. It came to the point where like a lot of people been pushing these certain agendas, these certain ideas, and
people just going along with it.
Political shit that. If, for example, if you don't know anything about anything and you hear that shit, you probably be like, "Oh,
yeah.
The other side is completely wrong."
Yep.
But it's like if you speak the truth, you're considered right wing. But if you feed into their people's delusions, you're considered left wing.
Yeah.
So it's a little ridiculous. But
yep.
What you gonna do? Nothing. You can't do shit.
Damn. What else is there to talk about? What's like?
Are you gonna vote?
Huh?
Are you gonna vote? Tuesday?
Bro, there's a voting?
Tuesday's election day.
No, I didn't even know about it.
It's the end of the year, bro.
I didn't even know about it.
Election's always on November.
What the fuck?
First or second week of November. I know who I'm voting for.
This is the Indian?
That's if Trump don't run.
Don't run?
If Trump runs, that's
honestly,
my boy.
like, bro.
That's my boy, man.
Me being Hispanic and from immigrant parents,
right.
I'd still go for Trump. Because I feel like when Trump was in office, everything, I don't want to say like everything was perfect, but like it was way more better than it was now.
Because he put America first, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, at first, I remember when it was 8th grade, and Donald Trump was just elected, and he was being inaugurated in the White House.
Yeah.
It was all live stream. I was watching it in my class. I remember hating Trump.
Yeah.
With a passion. And I didn't know the guy even existed until he came to the elections.
Yep.
I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he was a businessman. I didn't know shit about him. But all I knew is that, because like I kept hearing the news, he kept seeing people talk shit about him. And all they said was, oh, he was a racist. He was a racist. And it got to the point where I was like, yeah, he is a racist. Even though I never heard anything he said.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, you're right. He is a racist. Yeah, you're right. And I hate him. But then as time passed and I started listening to more it wasn't even on purpose. I just casually,
Yeah.
just casually came out, and I'm like, this man's making a lot of points. It's like,
Yeah.
making sense.
I just feel like he put America more in its place instead
Right.
of like everybody else. I feel like they wouldn't put their priorities more in America. They would just put their priorities in like lesser things. Like
Like Joe Biden right now,
honestly, I don't even hear that
know
much
how
from him.
the
But
fuck-
like,
I don't know how the fuck that man got elected, but I thought that shit was rigged. That shit was rigged, cause it was like last minute.
yeah, it was like rigged by I think like
People that
Russia?
working in the voter.
it was like Russia, right?
I have
it was
no idea, to be
Russia.
honest.
I don't remember what it was, but honestly, I would love to have Trump back because ever
The only-
since like that, it just felt
Bro,
like
yeah.
everything got
The
out of
only
hand,
thing
and then
people-
COVID too.
Yeah.
That's where I felt like when COVID, so like when Donald Trump stopped becoming president, and then COVID was still around a little bit. I just feel like everything just got out of hand. So then when COVID finished, it was like
Right.
nothing you can actually
I
do
think people
about
almost
it.
blame Donald Trump for the COVID. I'm like, man has no power over a disease, caused
yeah.
from China. Like, but like,
Even where it came from, there's no like it could come from like New Jersey. Nobody has like the power to actually just like completely just
exactly.
snap their fingers.
Especially
and
if it spread
disappear.
out that quickly.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yep.
That's why it took almost 2 years.
Yeah. To even get a vaccine, I mean, still, if you don't even have the vaccine, you can still get a chance of getting COVID.
Right.
I could have COVID right now, but
We don't
like
even know.
we already have the vaccine, so it's like we don't even know, but it's not
Exactly.
hitting us as much.
Exactly. But like I think the only thing that people really have against Trump is that he's rich. I guess you could say he's arrogant, but that's part of his charisma.
And he come from like
And
family
he's-
of money,
Yeah, he's very wealthy.
Yeah.
He's a very wealthy businessman.
and I feel like everybody that's wealthy, people hate on.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on wealthy.
And I feel like that should be like more of an inspiration if you're wealthy.
Right, right.
Like I feel like even with Elon Musk, like I don't right now supposedly he's like really bad.
I have no
Like,
idea. I don't
from
keep up.
everything, but like
Man's
a lot
like
of
the
people,
richest man in the world right now.
a lot of people hate on him because he came from like rich family and like supposedly
Like,
he
I
didn't
don't
invent like Tesla.
I
He
don't
just
understand.
bought it straight up.
I don't understand to hate on somebody if like if you come from rich parents and don't do shit with your life. You just waste all the money and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But man's is actually doing something. Man's created
Electric cars.
electric
especially.
cars. He bought Twitter. He making Twitter a better place and shit.
He's the Donald Trump. of
Donald
Twitter.
Trump. He took his family's wealth, built hella businesses, hella casinos, and he became president. Like he did
It's
some
just
shit.
longevity.
He
He's like
did
he's
shit.
focused on like the future instead of focused on like
Right. He did
he's
shit.
focused on now and in the future. Like
did shit.
him personally and him like in
Right.
presidency.
Right. And I think that's the only thing that people really have against him. I mean, compared to Joe Biden, man's son is a whole crackhead. Man's covering up the fact that his son is a crackhead. Man's has literally there's evidence here on it's everywhere. It's public for the public to see that man's has I don't know what the fuck he has, but
He was like
has-
falling asleep in
he has some
the.
affairs with China and Russia
Mhm.
smuggling money. There's proof of it, and people still are
Yeah.
going for Joe Biden, which is crazy.
But then like along with like Donald Trump, like him saying like oh they want to build borders and stuff. I feel like at the same time it's a good thing because like you don't want to overcrowd the U.S. where it's a point where it's
yeah.
like everybody
I-
loses their
I
jobs.
understand people saying that America should be for Americans, and I get that one. I get it, but there's also part of me because I'm a little biased because my family
Yeah.
are immigrants,
Mhm.
but I get the point of that. But I also get the point of wanting a better future for your kids,
Yeah.
even if it means breaking the law. But I do understand his point, though. I do understand his point.
Yeah, because it's like
It is a lot.
you don't want to have like too much people overcrowd the U.S. to the point where like there's no more jobs for people. It's like at the same time it's a good thing where it's like
Right.
I understand like it's supposed to be for like Americans and shit like that, but at the same time it's like if you overcrowd the U.S. it's just too much people are here,
That's
and
why-
it, like
that's
just
why
like
it's
with
so high.
COVID, it like say another disease comes out and it's overcrowded, everyone's just gonna die one day because it's overcrowded and overpopulation, and it's like then you're creating more how do you say it? Like then there's more cars being driven, and
That's
then
why-
you're just killing
yeah.
killing the atmosphere
That's
just
why
with more
inflation's so
people.
high right now.
Yep.
Everything's going up. And I think it's funny because Trump's big thing was build the wall, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as Joe Biden came into the presidency, he was like, we are going to tear down the wall. Never tore it down. Actually, he started building it again. Man's is finishing what Trump started. And people are not noticing it. But it's
It is what it is at the end of the day. It's like nothing we can actually. I mean, we can control about it, but I mean, one single person can't really do much about it.
But hopefully, people come back to their senses, and if Trump does run for presidency, he's gonna blow whoever is going up against him.
Yeah.
He's gonna blow him out.
Yeah, because I feel like when people when people like voted for Joe Biden, it was more of a test to see like if he was actual good president, and now people noticing like, yo, like he's not even that fucking good. Like he's like shit. And like half the time he's just mumbling. Like I feel like he's just too old for it.
He forgets what he's saying.
Exactly, and like when you see Donald Trump, it's just clips of him being good or like having a really good speech, and then when you see Joe Biden, it's just clips of him just dazing off and just falling asleep while he's having a speech. And I just feel like Donald Trump just had a better like mindset of where he wanted America instead of like Joe Biden.
Yep.
So like that's one big thing too.
Yeah, you should have stayed, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people not gonna like our opinion on Donald Trump. And shit.
Honestly, yeah. Like, bro, I'm Mexican and my mom's Mexican. They're immigrants, but at the same time, still, it's like
the majority of my friends come from all immigrant families. Mm-hmm. So am I. And yet, I am 100% for Donald Trump. I'm sorry, man. You just gotta.
It was so much more cheaper, and like the world was more organized when he was president.
Logical. It's like it was the better option.
Yeah,
it just was a better option.
Yeah, it's like you always gotta have the better. Sometimes even the better option is like a bad choice, but like no matter what, it's still the better option.
Run, it pays out.
Yeah, it pays out.
And man was entertaining. You can't even lie.
Yeah,
man's had.
And didn't he create like more jobs for people too?
He did. Yeah,
exactly.
He did.
So like
and
a lot of people lose. Yeah. As soon as Joe Biden was president, a lot of people kept like losing their jobs and then end up using their going to government just for money, like their what was it? When they got
stimulus check.
Yeah, when they used their stimulus check, they just kept saying like they're poor, like they lost their job, and then people just did not want to go back to work just because of that. And I feel like Donald Trump made it more of an opportunity for people to actually want to work and like actually want to succeed instead of like Joe Biden, where it's like people just don't care where they stay at now.
Yeah, I mean, man's had the whole MAGA. Man had his whole campaign was around Make America Great Again, and that shit blew up. It blew up. It was like hella people had the hats, had the flags, had the shirts. Yeah. He's like the most memorable presidents we ever had. You know
like no matter what, even if he doesn't run, people are still gonna be supporting him.
Of course, 100%.
It was like, yo, his decision was really good. Like no matter what, at the end of the day, people are still gonna support him no matter what.
Yeah, people saying that he should go to jail for tax evasion and fraud and shit. Bro, what about Joe Biden's son, man? Man's had crack. He dealt crack overseas globally. He made millions off of that shit. But he's not in jail.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are a little...
Yeah. But what were you saying, Gabe?
What was that? What were we talking about?
Fuck, I forgot what you were saying.
What was I talking about?
You were like, oh, but... Something I forgot already, bro.
No, I think I was gonna say this. I hear a lot of people saying that the big thing on why they want to build a wall and shit is because they don't want illegals or immigrants stealing their jobs. But I never really understood that part. I might be biased, but I never understood stealing the job part. Like it's not like we're going to war to job sites and be like, give me the fucking job, nigga.
Yeah.
No, there's jobs open. People haven't taken them, so they're like, "Oh, can I join?" Like, yeah. So I never understood they're stealing our jobs. No.
And like I feel like the people that say they're stealing our jobs are the more people that are unmotivated to work.
The job was there before the immigrants even got here, and you still haven't taken them. So they came here. They came here to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Came here to work and like
for a better future, basically.
Right. They could not even know anything about the job. They were like, "Oh, is that a job? Yeah."
And they'll like learn about it. Right, they were just like straight up just
and learn as they go.
Yeah.
A lot of the jobs that immigrants usually take are like hard labor jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to do them.
Yep.
Construction, fucking.
You seen that what was it? It was like a campaign, I think, or it was an ad where it was like, oh, Hispanics are taking people's jobs, or like just immigrants were taking people's jobs, and then they put like Americans to put that job, and they couldn't last like 2 to 3 hours in the sun. It was in Florida where they were like actually showing them like, oh, okay, let's see if you can actually handle it. And like 2 to 3 hours, they would just like take breaks. They would just take breaks. Yeah.
People was thirsty. Bro, that's just how it is, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
don't complain. Like you have to work. Like the thing is with like Hispanics, I feel like they have different type of motivations where like, they have to work. Like they can't just stay home. They have to find out no matter what, like what they gotta do.
Right. I mean, it's a whole work ethic.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's just worth ethic. Yeah, it's like it's more of a, like how you're raised.
Yeah, it's a big thing how you're raised.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't want to say like in a bad way, but I feel like more Americans were raised by like money, because they always are raised by money. Even like their grandparents have money.
Right.
So it's like when they get older, they just look for like office jobs instead of like hard labor jobs, like what more Hispanics are doing.
Right. But it's also a big thing being, I think, also has to be with being humble. Because, like, for example, let's say I do have, like, millions and millions of dollars. I'm not just going to spoil my kid and not teach him how the basics and how to be humble. Because no one likes a fucking spoiled rich kid.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Especially, like, just paying for whatever they want.
Exactly.
I feel like they just, like, they don't know the consequences of what you actually have to do to actually
like,
earn it.
Like, I've thought about it. Like, for example, if I have a kid and I have money to buy him a nice car, I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna just tell him, I'm not gonna buy you a car. I have the money, but I'm not gonna buy you a car. You're gonna work until you have the amount of money to buy the car.
Or I mean, like, even buy them a car, but like, say a broken down like 2002 car, 2019.
Yeah, that way they can appreciate what having a car is, and not just.
And they'll understand like the things like in life where like say a car breaks down, like you gotta have money to actually pay for it to actually get it fixed.
I was going for like, I have the money, but I'm not gonna pay for it. You're gonna work for it, and if you have the money, you go get it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he has enough money to buy the car, I'll be like, you know what, you worked hard for it, so you keep it, and I'll buy you the car. But now you know what it is to work hard for something you want. That's what I was really going for. If I have the money,
that's still a good example too.
Yeah, of course.
Like, see if they actually have that worth ethic of actually like going through their plan.
And not expect anything from anybody. Yeah. You gotta take what you want.
Because I feel like when you expect too much from people, it's just like you don't care about what you do. Like, say when you're working, you expect somebody to do your job for you.
Right.
Then like when that person actually gets a promotion, you're like, shit, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
And you just like you lose all thought of like what you're actually supposed to do. Or like, I don't even. It's just like. There's so much to go to that.
Yeah,
there's so much.
There's a lot to go into that,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
shit, I mean, we've been talking for an hour.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to keep going.
Shit, let's do one more topic. One more.
It doesn't have to be the
buy your brother FIFA instead.
That's funny.
Are we more? Oh, that was a good one.
Which one?
Are we more connected or isolated? I feel like we're really isolated.
Yeah, we're a lot more. Like a lot more
out of your league. We already like weight loss. Kind of already dealt with that one. A creative life, quitting social media, love language, managing emotions, anxiety, or I couldn't even see it. Perks of being a weirdo. Generations in the world of sex. How to be an adult, how to lose a bad habit, how to build good journeys. Why do we suffer? That's a good one.
I don't know.
Why do people suffer?
I don't know what to. I mean, that's a very simple answer. Just the choices you make, really.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And I feel like
really
that's closer to like also depression. Like I feel like when people suffer just for a little bit, they just think they're depressed.
Exactly.
Like when they get put in a hard situation.
Yeah, and that's just all they think about. Instead of being like, you know what, I should change this about me or do something about me so I could get out of the situation.
Yeah, so like this is the type of people that like stuck at a dead end job, and they're like, why am I suffering at this job? You put yourself there. You put yourself in that situation where you're like, you don't want to grow anymore, so it's your fault that you.
Nothing's stopping you from quitting that job and going somewhere else.
Exactly. Even if you're like, I don't want to say even if you're like 50 or 60 doing the same job, you still have time.
Yeah, by then you could just retire.
You could retire or just like create a hobby that you are interested in. Say like, oh, you want to do photography, just buy a camera and do it, and then see where it takes you. And then next thing you know, what if you have your own photography business and you're just managing other people instead of yourself?
It's like us. This is just a hobby right now.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like, who knows? Take off. Yeah.
It could take off so well that we just quit our jobs and do this full time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And the thing is, like, bro, I honestly just like talking.
Right.
Like just sitting here. And just
I don't really talk to anybody.
I don't talk to anybody.
I'm by myself most of the time, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I don't even feel like I've been talking for an hour. I felt like I was talking for like maybe like 20 minutes.
It feels like 15 minutes.
Like 15, 20 minutes, yeah. I feel like that's the crazy part where it's like,
Yeah.
You have so much in your mind that you want to speak, but you never speak it.
Right. And I guess it's good because like I'm known for not having no filter at all, but obviously
Yep.
I have to
Yep.
filter some things if I'm putting this to the public.
I feel like we should have like a different kind of podcast where we have like more unfiltered
that has
conversations.
to be on Patreon. They start our own Patreon.
Yeah.
And people pay.
But maybe when we like become more big,
Yeah, I
then
think that's
we can have like
right
a
now,
Patreon
is
and just
ridiculous
like
'cause no one knows who the fuck we are.
yeah.
But
But
right
like-
now this is just for fun. So if it goes somewhere, it goes. If it don't, then we might keep it as a hobby.
Yeah. And then just like
No.
keep recording shit,
Right.
and then we can look back at it
Look
when we
back at
get
how young we
older.
were, how was our perspective and shit?
Yeah. And like see our reflections become like when we're younger and older versus like shit like
Right,
that.
Exactly.
But yeah, damn. I mean,
Yeah, I mean
that's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it. I mean,
We don't even got an outro.
no, we don't. This is brand new. Wait, are we gonna post this on our channel?
I gotta figure that out.
I mean, you
Gotta figure that out,
Figure
yeah.
that out.
I mean, I don't feel like I need to edit it because there's a lot of people that say that the
Right.
word online.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
But we're not of that complexion. So
yeah. I mean, still like
all right.
you seen it on
I
TikTok.
can say it. I don't care. I can say it. I
Yeah,
can say it. I'm not saying it in a hurtful or racial setting.
yeah,
I'm saying because I've grown around that word so many times.
yeah. To the
that
point where it's
just
like
normal.
it's just normal to you.
My neighbors call me that, and I'm like, I say that, you know, because like
Yeah,
we're close. We know each other. We know he knows, and I know that.
Yeah.
I don't mean it in a hurtful setting.
yeah. It's not like in
Like,
a
you're my
hurtful
boy.
term.
It's like saying,
Yeah.
"What's up, bro? What's up, homie? What's up, buddy?"
I thought you were
up,
about to say.
Bessie?
I thought you were about to say it again.
No, no. They heard me throughout the thing.
Man.
But like, I think another thing. Fuck it.
All right,
Another
yeah.
thing. Like,
all right.
I hate like if I say it at a if I
Out of
say
context?
If I say it and someone heard me
Mhm.
not knowing the context, they're like, "You can't say that. That's racist.
Yeah.
Only black people say
Mhm.
that." I'm like, okay, you say that, but I can't say the word. But you can call us meaning Latinos.
Yeah.
You can call us wetbacks. You can call us illegals. You call us aliens. No, that's okay, but we can't say the N word.
Yeah.
Fuck off, my dad. Nah,
Yeah.
that's some bullshit.
It's just like more of how do you say it?
I think it's special treatment.
Yeah, it's like more of a special treatment kind of thing where like people feel like they're higher than everybody else, so like they
Yeah.
can say whatever they want instead of like it being leveled out.
Right.
Because I feel like even other Hispanics, they try to put other people down, but it's like
100%.
we all came from like almost the same exact place. Like,
Yeah, there's no reason to put each other down.
it's better
Makes
to
no
actually
sense.
help each other than like bash each other.
It makes no sense. And like I understand the
Especially like Latinos nowadays, all they do is just focus on like drugs and stuff, and that's the main reason
yeah.
why they have a bad perspective of Hispanics.
Exactly, and we get mad at them too. It's
Yeah.
like if
It's
we-
not like we're like, oh yeah, come here, you're doing drugs, yeah, like,
Yeah, I'm not saying
let's have a party.
Yeah, I'm not saying every Latino is harmless and
Yeah.
and all that shit. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like if
There's
I-
a certain group.
Yeah, and those bad people portray all of us.
Yeah.
Same goes with white people. If there's like out of 10 white people, if there's
Yeah.
like 2 races, then all the 10 are racist. When that's not the
Yep.
case, same shit will go with black. If there's like 2 out of 10 black people that
Are doing like
are doing something
yeah.
bad, then the whole 10 are doing something bad.
Yeah.
That's not the case. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And
it's like all people aren't the same.
Right.
That's the thing.
and I feel like people only think that white people can be racist when I think black people are way more racist than white people if you think about it.
I mean, back in the day, it was more white people that are racist,
Of
but now
course,
it's
of
like
course.
more
No, but I
where they feel like they have the position of well, like they could do. I don't want to say like they could do whatever they want,
People were
but
racist back in the day because it was law. That's
Yeah.
how it was. That's how the game was.
yeah,
That's how life went. But nowadays, you catch what's it called? You catch a black guy calling a white guy, "What's up, cracker?"
oh yeah,
It's the same shit
yeah,
as a white guy calling a black guy
yeah.
the N-word.
And it's like even in school, I feel like they have their own groups, like their own society of groups,
Exactly.
and it's like now it's like
y'all separating each other. We not
Yeah.
doing shit.
so like back then it was more of a law to do it. Now
Yeah,
it's like
right.
everybody just does it because they want to,
Exactly. And
or because they feel like they have a need
and,
to.
Yeah, and they blame the white guy saying, "Oh, y'all, they oppressed me. They do this shit."
Yeah.
No, man. No. Y'all do that shit to yourselves, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I understand the whole slavery shit, but that happened thousands of years ago, man. Get
Yeah.
over it, dude.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
like
not
people
saying-
still
I'm not
bring it
saying
up.
that it's not a bad thing, but like, let's switch it to to the Jews. The Jews went through the Holocaust, but you don't see them
Complaining.
bringing it up all
Yeah.
the time and complaining about it. No, they did what they did. They went through what they went through, and now they're doing pretty good. Same, bro. You acting like only black people were slaves. Everybody was.
Everybody,
a slave.
everybody.
Everybody was a slave.
Even if you look back then, even some white people were slaves
Bro,
too.
black people started slavery. They started slavery in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And once the white people came over, it was like, hey man, let me get one of those.
Yep.
Like, okay, what you gonna give me? I'll give you some sugar. I bet. That's how it was.
Yo, if we post this on YouTube, it's educational.
Educational.
So it's not, you can't take it down. But yeah, I just feel like history is just more like
Very
repeating
one-sided.
itself.
It wants you to
It's
one
more
way.
like repeating itself, but like in a bad way.
Yeah, it wants you to lean one way. That way
Yeah.
you don't depend on the other.
And then people make it a big deal where it's like, oh, history's changing, history's like this history's like the worst history. It's because y'all make it the worst. Like if y'all bring out more of the good, I feel like it's not gonna be as bad as it is now.
Yeah.
I just feel like now people have that perspective, even like where we live. Like you feel like, oh, if you go outside, you're gonna get robbed. Like it shouldn't be like that. It should be
shouldn't
more like
that.
it should be more of like, oh, if you go out, it's more dangerous instead of being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get robbed as soon as I step foot outside my house.
But then again, you should know your environment.
Yeah, you should know your
If I
environment.
go in the middle of O Block with hella
Oh,
chains
yeah.
and watches, I expect something.
Yeah,
Because I know the area and I know
Mhm.
what I'm wearing.
yeah,
I know I'm not gonna risk going there knowing what goes down
yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Especially like wealthy people, I feel like
Yeah, they get surprised when they do shit.
yeah, when they get
You
really
didn't think
surprised.
You didn't think about this, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, it's a habit. Don't get mad at me. It's a habit. Jeez.
Yo, Alan just texted me. He's like, man's really using a snowball. Bro, we just started.
We should bring Alan as our guest.
Oh yeah,
sometime.
that should be like a guest star.
But what are you gonna?
I mean, he doesn't really have much to talk
I
about.
don't think he'll
but
talk that much. Be like, yeah.
He said, I got a spare one if you guys
Oh,
want
word.
to use
There
it.
you go. I
He
should just
said-
fucking dick. I mean, you spent $30.
I have a different mic. Damn, we just bought it. But yeah, I just feel like there's a different, like, how do you say it? Everybody represents themselves a different way.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's good people and bad people, but I feel like it shouldn't be as much bad people and as much as like perspective wise.
I think again. I think it also correlates, tying back with music again. Like, see a lot of mostly black people rapping about being in
Yeah.
gangs and shooting and murdering.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to be associated with that, then why are you promoting it? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, for example, if I listen to songs that encourage me just fucking mowing lawns,
Yeah.
washing dishes, and then people be like, "Oh, you gonna wash dishes?" I'm not gonna get mad about it.
Yeah,
I shouldn't get mad about it. 'Cause that's
you're,
what I listen to.
yeah.
And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying?
Even with like some Hispanic people, they like all they sing about is just drinking or smoking,
Right.
and it's like
And a lot of people, I think a lot of black people mostly offended about what people expect or think about
Yeah.
them when that's what they put out. You know?
and it's like that's where it's more like when we were talking about like depressing music. I feel like that's where like there's also like towards like depression too. Like all they talk about is like, oh, I pop a perk, mollies and shit like that, and it's like that's where people would like start experimenting, be like, oh, if he does it, then I should do it too.
Exactly.
And that's where it's like you're getting manipulated by the music to do whatever you feel like they're doing is right.
Yeah, but I feel like they get a little too offended too quickly about anything. It could be anything. Like, let's say I'll be like, hey man, they got some fried chicken over there, thinking it's some racial shit.
Yeah.
But if I like tacos and they're like, hey man, some taco stand over there, I'm like, word, let me go get some.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
offended.
They're
right?
like more.
And
I don't
they
want to
try
say
to
like
insult me.
everybody's aggressive. Like I don't want to say like just black people are aggressive,
Oh,
but
no,
there's
no,
like
no,
a certain group
Right.
that I feel like they're too aggressive and like you're just trying to have like you're just trying to play around,
Exactly.
and then they just feel like it's more of an aggressive term where you're just
Right.
like say there's some Hispanics like they try to act all tough and shit, and you're just like, oh man, why don't you just go get some tacos or like, oh go do this and that, like more of a Hispanic kind of thing you would do, and they'll just get mad and they'll be like, oh, you want to fight, like.
Yeah, I would say, I guess it depends on the people, on the
Yeah.
person. But then again, I wouldn't let it bother me because I know it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If someone says, all you do is just mow lawns, I'll be like, all right, nigga, whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I
Like,
mean, I'm not gonna let it offend me because I know it's not true. Even
Yeah.
if it was true, I'm doing my thing. I'm not bothering
Exactly,
anybody.
yeah.
So why would I get mad? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I mean, we've been
Before we get
recording
too
too in depth.
too into
Yeah,
that.
and too much into it.
We'll get to that in another episode.
Yep.
Actually, we might put a poll up on our Instagram and maybe have people suggest.
Yeah, suggest like topics.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be so much better because then people have more, like we can get more perspective on like
On
stuff
what
that we
they're
think
thinking.
of. Yeah.
Because right now
We're just reading off of notes. We're just like that. That's just reading
is
off
what-
of notes,
yeah.
saying what there is to actually talk about. I know there's a hell of things to talk about, but it's
exactly,
just
we
like
can't think of it right now.
yeah, at the top of our heads. It's just like normal conversation we're having right now. I mean, that's what more of a podcast is. Just like your opinions and just having like a normal conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Gabe have like almost the same opinion, so it's not like something like,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
like we'll start arguing and
But
shit.
I think it'd be great to have somebody that has different views that we
Yeah.
can rebuttal back and forth sometimes.
Even like just like hit us up or just be like, yo, like I want to talk about like your opinions, and then we'll like record it
Give
and
us
like
a convo on the
yeah.
text and we'll read it out loud and we'll give you our
our
That's
actual
not-
opinions, like
yeah.
just like straight up opinions.
exactly. That's
If
what-
not, I'll just like tag our Instagrams in the bio
yeah.
or like in the comments. So like if you have any actual just like
I mean, we're not thinking of just talking. We could do reviews too. We could
yeah.
eat food, listen to music, listen to.
Oh yeah. Oh,
anything.
remember when we had the music topic? I mean, it's already like we already covered for like an hour. So the music like, but we were already talking about music a little bit.
I
Like
think
we touched on the topic a little bit about
we
music.
touched the music topic a few times on here.
But yeah, I mean we can always try food, see how food is.
If you have a new spot you want us to try.
Oh
out,
yeah,
we can
yeah,
try it out.
for sure,
We'll give
for
it-
sure.
We'll give it a rating. If it's a 5 out of 10, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Exactly, yeah.
Give it a review.
But yeah, I mean, shit, I don't even know how to
I
end
don't know
it.
how to end it either. Bye.
Bye.